Good day. Thank you for joining us. We are here together with Pranic healer Vivek Joshi. Hi, Vivek.
Hi, Patricia.
How are you?
Good, good. Happy to be here.
Yeah, for sure. So today we're going to talk about pranic healing. And let's start with the question, what is pranic healing?
Well, pranic healing literally consists of two words, pranic and healing. It means healing with prana. And prana is the Sanskrit word for life force or life energy. Some would call it chi or ki. Um, and it's a method developed by Master Chokoku, who's the founder of the system.
When was that?
Oh, this would be more than 35 years ago. He wrote many books and standardized the method, so it's universally available for everyone.
It's very special. So 35 years ago he started.
Yeah, at least the institute is 35 years now, so probably a little longer than that. Yeah.
Is the master still alive?
Unfortunately, no. But you can still read the books, and there's some videos during retreats. And of course, energetically, the presence is still there. But yeah, he left his body almost 10 years ago now, a little longer. Yeah.
Where did it start, pranic healing?
It started in the Philippines, since was from a Filipino from Chinese descent. And that's where it started, and from there it spread all over the world.
Is it in every country right now?
I guess almost every country. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What is so special about this pranic healing?
I've studied many healing modalities. And what is special about pranic healing is that you learn techniques to validate the teachings. So you learn how to observe energy and to see its effects, and you don't have to believe things blindly.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's always good. It's never good to believe.
No. So it's not like, okay, here's a trick, you do the trick. It's just, okay, these are the steps, and this is the reason why the steps are there. And try it out and see the effect, and then draw your own conclusion.
Okay. How was it for you? When did you first came in contact with pranic healing?
Well, I used to have a very stressful existence, so I was looking for ways to manage stress. And I started with some massage therapy, and then someone said, well, you should try Reiki. And that was my first experience of energy. And from that came many questions like, hey, how does it work and why does it work? And that led me to study and practice different healing modalities, looking for answers to those questions. And I found those answers in pranic healing, so I stuck with that.
So you started with that. When was that?
This was, I started teaching pranic healing in 2002.
You started teaching it?
Yeah, so before that was this period of experiencing different things and learning the basics.
Okay, so how does it work? For example, I would like to have a session of pranic healing, and what happens?
Pranic healing is a non-touch system, so we work purely in the energy field. We don't touch the body. You can keep your clothes on. You can just be in a chair and relax as the healing takes place. And the healer will just walk around you, wave their hands or maybe crystals in your energy body, the aura and the chakras, which are like a template of the physical body. And that's where we bring in the influence to affect the physical body.
Yeah, because you talk about the aura. Do we all have an aura?
If you're alive, yes. So yeah, it's the human energy field, and science is getting closer to observing it and to have a better idea of what it is. But of course, there's a lot of ancient knowledge about it already, and it's invisible to the naked eye, but it does have an appearance and an existence that can be noticed. So with electrical equipment, it's not yet very refined. So we can, for instance, see displacements or distortions in electromagnetic fields due to the aura, but not really see the aura itself with some devices. Well, it's very limited at least.
It's very limited still.
So what we do is we use the best instrument that we have, that is the human body, and we really sense the energy. We train to feel the energy and then measure it, and then from there find the disbalances.
Okay, so that's the aura. You also just talked about the chakras.
Yeah, the chakras would be like organs, like the organs of the physical body. The chakras would be like the organs of the energy body. So they regulate and control certain parts of the energy body that then affect certain parts of the physical body.
How many chakras do we have?
Well, we have many. I don't know, maybe 1,000, who knows?
Wow.
That's because there's a lot of smaller chakras also. In Pranic Healing, we work with 11 major chakras. And most people have heard of a 7-chakra system, but no one says there's only 7 chakras. So there's more, and sometimes you even need the smaller chakras, like there's chakras in your ears and the nostrils and in your fingertips, in the organs. The lung has chakras.
So yeah, that's really important to say. Do animals have chakras?
I guess so, yes. I'm not specialized in that field, but a colleague of mine in Germany, I think he wrote a book on pranic healing with animals, yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. So, okay, you sit in a chair. You don't have to take your clothes off. And then somebody will heal you in your field. Do you always have to be physically around, or can you also be healed on a distance?
It can be done distantly, although that's hard for people to believe. So normally we don't start with that. We first give them an experience so that they know what's happening. And it's like sending or, making a cell phone call. There is the energy field of the earth, which connects all of us, so we can reach the client through this energy field of the earth, like the big GSM network of the planet. Yeah.
That's really special. Is the healing session for everybody available? So, I mean, for children, for elderly people?
Yes. Of course, there are precautions to take with very young people, very old people, pregnant women, but healing is for everyone.
And why is that?
It's because when the body is smaller, you cannot overload it with too much energy, so you have to change the dosage. And it's like when you give a child an aspirin, you don't give it a full, but you just give it
a little bit.
So you have to change the dosage. Same is with elderly people. So what you would do is you'd increase the frequency of treatment and just give small bites.
Okay, and when would you give yourself or the healing? When would you say to yourself, okay, I need the pranic healing now. I need to get a session?
Any physical or psychological ailment can be supported with healing. So any physical or psychological ailment can be supported with pranic healing.
Supported, that's a really important one.
Yes, of course, we don't interfere with the medical treatment of a person. It just helps to accelerate the healing process of the client. Yeah.
Okay, so we have the healing, but you became a healer.
Yes.
You just explained to us that you became a healer in 2002. How did you do that? And can I do that as well?
Yes, there is courses for that. We like to teach people to heal themselves and their direct surroundings. So if people are open to it, then we suggest that they take the courses. And you can already learn healing in a basic course in 2 days, where you learn to treat most simple ailments. And of course, then you still need to practice. But with the book, it's like a cookbook. In the workshop, you learn all the movements and the steps you need to make. And then then you can read the recipes basically and execute them, even if you don't know exactly why every step is there. So you don't have to design the recipes yourself. That's already done for you.
And can everybody become a healer, or are there restrictions?
There's no restrictions. We would suggest that as long as someone is in a relatively healthy state, they can become a healer. If they have sufficient concentration to read a book, they also have sufficient concentration to do healing. Yeah.
Okay, that's really nice. Yeah. How many healers are there around the world, do you think?
Countless. Because it's in so many countries, and it's been around for some years now. So just imagine that in each country, hundreds or thousands are trained every year. So by now it's many thousands of healers.
So, for example, if I'm on a holiday in New York,
Yeah.
How can I find if there's a healer available?
You would go, for instance, the website is globalpranichealing.com, and this offers like a directory of the main people, the main instructors in a country, and they could then help you locally.
Okay, that's great. So there's not only healing, there's also meditation.
Yes.
Can you explain us something about that?
We propagate a meditation called Twin Hearts Meditation. And this is it's open to public, so you don't need to have taken a course to join the meditation. And in this meditation, you become a channel of energy, so energy passes through you. So it also has a healing effect on yourself. And at the same time, the energy is used to bless the earth. And that way is also a service to humanity and the planet.
That's nice. Why is it called Twin Heart?
The Twin Hearts refers to twin heart chakras. So we have one heart chakra, which everyone's familiar with. The other one refers to the crown chakra, which is like a spiritual heart. It's the center of universal love.
Oh.
And the heart chakra is the center of personal love. So, and the two are connected. That's why they're called twins.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so that's the reference of the twin hearts.
And again, is it the meditation for everybody, or is there a restriction?
There are some restrictions due to health. So if you have heart problems or high blood pressure or glaucoma, and with pregnancy, it's not advisable to do the meditation. But you can always check with the instructor with your particular ailment. But in general, it's open to everyone. Yes.
Yeah. How did Pranic Healing and being a healer changed your life?
Oh, I think in many ways. Yeah, of course, it affects your health, but other parts of your life, like success and relationships, they're all connected. Spiritual development. I think most of all, I feel I've become a better person.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, is it just healing and meditation, or is there more?
Of course, Pranic Healing is known for the healing aspect, but in reality, it's the art and science of energy and how it affects your life. So we also have trainings in manifestation and also in spiritual development, which is a big part.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's all been developed by one man?
Yes. Yeah, very, very special man.
He's been doing a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah, he devoted his life to it,
Yeah,
and
it's
was
amazing.
traveling a lot.
Yeah.
It's like all over the world all the time. So.
Yeah. And you do that too now, because you travel all over.
Oh, nothing compared to that, but I'm happy to contribute where I can.
Yeah. Is there anything I left out? Is there anything you really
I don't
would like the
think
viewers
so.
to know or to see or to hear?
I think the best way would be to just experience healing, find healing or meditation around, and yeah, find it out for yourself.
There's one more question I have. Is it free or?
No.
Oh,
Well, it's not really true. We also offer free healings to people that
okay.
cannot afford it, because the purpose is to alleviate suffering and to elevate consciousness of mankind. And the purpose is not necessarily to make profit. However, like each organization, we also need money to
Of
get the work
course.
done. So
Of course, and if you want to be a healer, there's always ways to get payments done.
yes,
This
yes.
is not thousands and thousands
No,
and
no, 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 no.
thousands of euros.
No, and often, like I said, if possible, we stimulate people to learn it themselves, so they don't really need a lot of healing.
Okay.
So that's more of a long-term solution. Of course, when you're already sick, then you just need to be helped.
Yeah. I think it's important because I did wanted to ask you this question, because sometimes it costs so much money, and this is affordable for everybody.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not covered by health insurance everywhere. But then in many countries, there is no
What
health
is?
insurance anyway.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's a very economic form of healthcare. For instance, just to give you an idea, I had this client that had a migraine, a severe migraine attack, and in order for one attack to be treated, required 7 injections, costing 100 euros each.
Wow.
Of course, you don't see it because the bill goes to the insurance company, but that's a very realistic kind of amounts of money that is in healthcare. And for the same amount of treating one of these attacks, this person actually got healed completely of the migraines for many years.
Yeah. So, sometimes it could be just easy.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for being here and doing what you do, because you've been in it since 2000, and I ask you, did it change your life? But I think you changed the life of many, many people.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Do you ever get anything back from somebody?
Yes, yes, and of course for the just simple things, like once I met someone 5 years after having treated the person, and I treated this person for a frozen shoulder, and I ran into her. She said, "Look, I can still raise my arm," and she was so happy. And so even those small
Sometimes
things,
yeah, but small things can be really big.
and then just multiply that over all the different healings. So then at least these things are happening, even though you don't always hear what happened to all the people.
Yeah. That's nice. Thank you for this interview, Vivek Joshi.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.